Let's break it down. Donald Trump is out on the campaign trail talking about how much fun he's having as president, giving the economy an A++, and joking on stage. While many Americans say they feel squeezed by prices and bills, there's a growing gap between Trump's upbeat message and what people feel in their wallets. I'm Imran, a Middle East-based analyst who follows US politics and global affairs. In about 3 minutes, let's walk through what's happening and why it matters. If you like clear, simple breakdowns like this, please hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. First, what is Trump saying about the economy? At rallies and events, Trump loves to talk about how great the economy is. He says inflation is under control, growth is strong, and America is winning again. He often gives his own performance an A+++ grade. He also talks about how much he enjoys being president, the crowds, the energy, the fights with critics. From his perspective, the story is simple. He came in after what he calls Biden's mess, pushed the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates, loosened regulations, approved new energy projects, and got the economy booming again. On stage, it sounds like a victory lap. Second, what are Americans actually feeling? Polls and interviews show a very different mood. Many Americans say that even though inflation has slowed, prices never really went back down. Rent, groceries, utilities, childcare, and medical costs are still much higher than they were a few years ago. For families on tight budgets, that new normal is painful. A lot of people report feeling like they are working hard but not getting ahead. Savings are thin, credit card balances are up, and one surprise bill can knock them over. So when they hear a president laughing, joking, and saying everything is fantastic, some feel like he doesn't really understand their stress. Quick pause here. If this kind of breakdown helps you make sense of the headlines, please like the video and make sure you're subscribed. It really helps the channel grow. Third, why does this gap matter politically? Trump's team wants to run in 2026 on a message of "we fixed affordability" and "the economy is back." But if voters don't feel that in their day-to-day lives, the message can backfire. It risks sounding out of touch, especially to older Americans on fixed incomes, renters in expensive cities, and families with heavy debt. Democrats are already trying to use this against him, saying, "He thinks this is fun. Are you having fun paying your bills?" They point to people cutting back on food, skipping medical care, or delaying big purchases because of high prices and interest rates. For them, Trump's tone becomes a weapon. It lets them argue that he feels more connected to his rallies than to ordinary households. So let's break it down one last time. On one side, you have Trump painting a picture of an A+ economy and a presidency he enjoys. On the other side, you have millions of Americans who still feel a constant squeeze from housing, food, debt, and everyday costs. That gap between the stage and the supermarket, between the speech and the bank account, is where the 2026 political battle over the economy will be fought. For voters, the real test isn't the slogans or the grades. It's a simple question. When they look at their own bills and savings, does this feel like fun, or does it feel like a struggle? This is Imran Breaks It Down. If you found this helpful, please subscribe, like the video, and tell me your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Trump understands the economic pain many people still feel, or is he too disconnected from it? Share this with a friend who follows US politics. And if you're already subscribed, thank you. We'll keep breaking it down together.